What is up, YouTube? And it's your boy Young Matt back with another video. Making this video because we're in crazy times in the market. We're back at all-time highs. I mentioned some crazy plays that I'm gonna go over. That one play that even 100x since I've announced it, and I'm gonna also recap all my recent trades and also go over what I think is gonna happen in the future of the market. Make sure you guys tune in, leave a like. Another raw video, you know what I'm saying, just talking about my analysts, all my analysts of the stock market, and what convictions I really believe and what I think will happen moving forward. Since it's a very difficult time to invest when everything's at all-time high. It's a very difficult time. You don't know what's good, you don't know what's bad. Everything seems overvalued. Everything seems like it's just continuing to go up, and then a lot of people lose money in this transition period or miss out on opportunities as well. So I'm gonna go over recap my trades real quick, and then go over some stocks that I'm gonna be keeping an eye out on, either for the short term or the long term. We're gonna go over both. If you guys like these videos, I wish I got more recognition with a 100x trade in my CLSK. We're gonna go over that first. So CLSK is a Bitcoin mining company. As you can see, since we're going through the day chart right now, this is my setup just to show for the long term, because this is nothing that I'm doing daily for trades. This is more about swing trading, which means that I buy leverage at a certain amount of money, and then I will continue to buy that leverage as it goes up. It'll be a higher percentage gain than just holding the stock share. You also make more money, but you could also lose more money. Of course, it's a higher risk of play. But I also just invest in Clean Spark. Mentioned that in my last video. We counted, I believe, around $9 actually. Yeah, $9, $9.80. If I remember my last video, I'll put the tab of what I got it at in the last video. I think it was around $9.80. Was very high conviction on this stock. But yeah, from $9 to $18, 100% gain. I also mentioned the option calls, which we're gonna go over. I had it for January. I'm gonna put what the price was then. I had it for January 15th, strike price of $20. It was 7 cents before, guys. It was 7 cents before, and it's 560 now. As you can see right here, 560, chat. 560. So that means it used to be $6 to get paid $506 every $6. That's almost 100x. I'm really proud of that trade. I believe if anyone looked at my video, probably made some good money off that as well. Very bullish still in this company. Believe me, maybe it could go to 25. It depends how crypto performs, as well as it's a Bitcoin mining company. But they're accumulating a lot of Bitcoin right now, and I think that's why a lot of people invest in this stock. CLSK, I continue to see upwards movement. Just wanted to recap that trade as well. We're also going to go over another trade I talked about, APLD, which has been booming. As you guys can see, since the beginning of 2026, it was trading around $25. So we're at about 100x of, a 2x on this. I didn't buy any leverage at this one, unfortunately. But this is something that I'm still looking for long term. It's a very, very profitable data center area, and it's a newer company. It's newer growth. You know, average volume of 23 million. So it's still not that high of a stock. A lot of people don't know about this stock. A lot of people don't know that this data center has been doing this type of market capitalization with how the market has been moving with all these semiconductors, AI. This is very important in the whole AI structure. There needs to be data centers. The demand is going to continue to grow like 2x, 3x, I think, in the next couple of years, because data is going to be so important to be stored for all this information that AI is accumulating. And that's why I have a belief in this company, as they're one of the more upcoming ones. They also work with some big companies such as NVIDIA. A lot of people are saying it's a strong buy. I still think it's a very good buy. I did buy at $25, so at a better price, and I just wanted to show my gain right now. But I'm still buying this, thinking this could go to $100 within the next year. So yeah, that's one of my high conviction plays and successful trades that I had from my last video. You guys could have capitalized on this, and you guys could have easily made that around 100x on Clean Spark if you guys watch my videos. And if you guys looking for the next one right now, I'm about to give you some game right now, and what I believe will have a high movement that nobody's really talking about. You got to go to stocks that no one's really talking about. Of course, we can talk about SanDisk. Of course, we can talk about Intel up 50%, which is crazy, by the way. Intel's gains are insane. I didn't get in, but It's more important for my videos. I'm just trying to show the stuff that people are not really talking about that is going to make an impact in this next AI structure movement. And especially with SpaceX probably going to be IPOing, Anthropic probably IPOing with Claude Code, so they're going to both become public. It's going to be very, 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 very oversaturated in these tech companies. Money's going to be moving. Money's going to be fluctuating a lot. That is my theory. So let's get into the first stock that I haven't really talked about a lot, but I do have really high conviction that you could see a 2x or 3x. And that stock is going to be Rich Tech Robotics, guys. So I mentioned Rich Tech Robotics in my first YouTube video as something to the long term is a great investment. They're working on mostly robotic sides of everything. And I've noticed that, a lot of stuff is moving AI information. The Mag 7's moving, chips are moving, all these chips, memory cards. But I think a lot of people are not ready for the robotic movement within the next couple of years. Robotics is going to be so important. There's in work of robots being taking care of your daily tasks right now, right? That's the goal for most of these robotic companies, to create like a robot that can take care of very simple tasks in your life. That's something that this company is working on. It is nowhere near perfection, and I know that, but the amount of money that's being invested into a company like this, or amount of work that this company is putting in, is going to definitely subside what it's worth right now. This company's market capitalization is $718 million, guys. This is under $1 billion company. I liked buying it around the $2 range. If you ever get a chance to buy it at the $2 range, I think you have great upside, but asymmetrical upside, as we've seen. Even just every time it's around that range, it continues to just bounce back up. I'm looking to buy this stock a little more too. I'm going to buy a little heavy. This is something not a lot of people are talking about, but definitely check this one out. The stock that we're going to be talking about today would be Opendoor. Opendoor, I have been watching since it had its jump last summer from 50 cents to $10. Crazy. I bought it at 50 cents, guys. I was one of those guys. Yes, you feel me? I even announced it on my TikTok saying, oh my God, what's going on with this company? I did sell at $2 though, guys. I really regret it. I regret it 100%. 100% regret. I put a little bag load. I was happy with my return, not knowing that I could be making almost 10x. More than 10x at a point. It was at $9. Opendoor is a company that I really have high conviction for the long term, as I believe the housing market will eventually come back, guys. And this is a place where you can sell houses online, configurably. That's the goal of Opendoor Technologies. One of their goals is to have transactions through online in order to buy houses. I think this is going to take a big portion of the market once everything is moved on to digital. When more things are on the blockchain, more things is just people moving money digitally, this could be a very, very great play. They're going to probably I'm guessing they get a percentage of per sale as well. So as their sales grow, they'll continue to grow as well. If we even look, last earnings before quarter 4 of 2025, I did some research on that quarter. They actually invested a lot of money. That's the reason why their earnings was way lower and unprofitable that quarter. It's because they're investing a lot of money in their technology. And they're still slightly under the profit margin, but it's something that no one is even really using right now. And if they could even get into profit before it becomes a trendy thing, Opendoor becomes a trendy company because people are actually going to start using the marketplace, we could see subsidal gains. Like, we could see it going up to, this could be very bullish by me, but $10 to $15 easily. And if you look at the calls for Opendoor, they're actually even at a better price. So, I mean, obviously this is one of my risky plays. Invest at your own risk, do your own research. There's a lot about this company that has downside as well, because housing market is, if anyone knows about the housing market in the US right now, it is not going good. Like, it's something that I would hold for a while, so I'm gonna just put it for the end of 2026. I think it has potential of going to that $8. Boom, you see this right here. $8 for people expiring in December 18th is around $1 right now, so $100 per share. $100 per share for the leverage Opendoor at $8. I think we could see subsidal gains. You could see this going up from maybe I could see an 80 to 100% gain, but also there is risk to it, of course, because Opendoor still has not adapted to society yet. So there is a lot of downside, there is a lot of upside. But I'm looking this for more for the long term, nothing short. But if you were willing to do something for a leverage play, if you really have conviction in this company, this is the one I'll be looking at. Expiring December 18th for around $1, so $100 per share. I think that could be worth around 250 by the end of this year. But I could also just be very bullish with this, so I would just, if you wanted to stick to the safe side, just buy the stock. And the next stock, I did talk about this in my last video about, we did see some gains from this. We bought this stock at $13 in around April. Is SoFi, guys. Listen to me. SoFi is one of the first digital banks that I've seen real success in. And it's insane how much money they're going to be making in the future with everything moving digitally. I think this company is way undervalued, as we're seeing it's still trading at $18. So we're at a $5 gain per share since I've announced this. I've been buying longer. I mean, we've also seen it go up to 25, 30 bucks, even in the end of last year. I think this is a dip that a lot of people need to take advantage of. I mean, if you even just see it back at the 15 or 10, I'm going to super load into this stock. This is a very, very new bank and new to the world because it's mostly digital. I don't think they even have a physical firm. And, $18 is a little high in my opinion as well. If you could get at that $15 range, would be great. But SoFi has very high expectations for me. But guys, as we can see, S&P 500 has been booming, guys. Has been booming. We're at all-time highs. After the bounce back from April, look at this, guys, from 6,400 to 7,600. And that is just insane to me. This was during many of the talks of the war and all that stuff. And most of this is moved from AI companies or chip companies. NVIDIA going from 160 to 213 or whatever it's at right now to 20, I believe. Apple growing a lot, Google growing a lot. All these big companies are growing, and then all these smaller companies are just entering the S&P 500. I wouldn't say smaller companies because they're all very well known, but they're having exponential gains. A lot of companies had 100% gain since March, which is insane to me. This also is a sign, it's hard to get in times like this, as we've seen, it's just continuously kind of exponentially growing. So as we see the chart of S&P 500, I'm just going to show you guys the chart of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the best way that I could track how the crypto market's really going. And if we look at Bitcoin, it is the complete opposite, guys. It is doing the complete opposite of what the stock market is doing. So, I mean, if that's not a sign, when things flip, if things continue to flip, or if you think things are going to eventually flip to crypto, or if you think things are going to move to a different market because the stock market is too oversaturated right now, Bitcoin is a good buy. Any crypto is a good buy. We see complete downside when the S&P 500 is complete upside. And doesn't mean that Bitcoin is a great asset. I don't believe Bitcoin is the best crypto, but the market will eventually catch up. Bitcoin will usually move with the dollar. Bitcoin will usually move with the market, but it doesn't move continuously growing unlike other assets. We do see periods where it shoots 80 to 120K. I don't know if you guys remember that, but now we're at 120K to 70K. It's very volatile, obviously, but the volatility can use to your advantage once again. Crypto is always something, when it's not talked about, it's something you just gotta at least put a little dollar, even if you put $10 a day. I know you'll see a change. If you put $10 a day, you'll get a very good average price on your crypto once it reaches an all-time high. There's reasons why crypto died as well, but it's still overlooked. This drop is really overlooked. I mean, we could see it go lower, but to see that compared to this chart, it's literally the opposite, guys. But make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. This is a very raw video of me talking about what convictions I have that are more risky. I still believe into invest into big companies like Apple, Tesla, Google, NVIDIA, of course. But if you're looking for a little short squeeze during this bullish moment and you think you're too late on memory card companies, chip companies, all these companies that are already blown up, insane 1,000% SanDisk is crazy. I don't even want to get into that. But if you guys are looking for small short-term plays, these are the ones that I'm really mentioning. Let me know if you guys got into that 100x CLSK play. It was insane, 100x. I want to I've been doing my knowledge for a while. I put that video out knowing that I had very high conviction. Didn't think it was 100x that quick, which is insane. But we'll definitely take those gains. And young Matt got the plays. I got the plays. You got any of the plays? Just tune in. I'll continue to show my work, continue to show my knowledge, and continue to show my performability with the things that I say and believe in. I've been trading for more than 4 years, so I mean, I kind of know what I'm really saying. And yeah, those are the stocks that I'm gonna be watching in the next couple months during the summer that I think will have high potential plays. Just make sure you buy at the right time. Do your own research. This is not financial advice. Always trust your own conviction though, and trust your gut. Put your money where your mouth is.